This is Kyle Gass of Tenacious. You're listening to Without Your Head.
Welcome to Without Your Head Horror Radio. We're starting right off the bat. We've got our guest here, along with myself, which is Neil, and my two co-hosts here.
I am John.
That would make me Troy.
Right. We usually don't start off with the guests. It threw me for a loop. But we do have him right here. There's none other than Kyle Gass. Welcome to Without Your Head.
Well, thank you. Is this, we're on ABC? What are we on?
Oh yeah. No, this is a little thing that the kids like to call the internet.
Al Gore invented it.
It's gonna be huge.
I think so. I think it's gonna take off.
You know, I was just reading a history of the internet, and you know, Al Gore really didn't invent the internet.
What?
He's not nearly smart enough. Come on.
Did he invent global warming?
Yeah, he did invent global warming.
He invented something. He had to.
Things people will do for prizes.
Mm-hmm. Now, we were actually talking a little bit before we went live here that the internet has a lot of important uses in your life.
It really does. It really does. Gratification, communication, all the shuns. Mm-hmm. It helps me with.
And another thing you can do on the internet is you can go to deadandgonethemovie.com and you can learn all about your new movie, Dead and Gone.
Dead and Gone, yes. When's that open?
I believe it comes out on DVD July 1st.
Wait a minute. It's not coming out in theaters?
I don't believe so. I hate to break the news.
I already bought my tickets.
Wait a minute.
Are you standing in line?
This thing's got to go wide. How can we make that happen?
Everyone should email Lionsgate and demand that this opens at the theater.
All right, I'm saying we start here and now. Let's get that going.
I think so. I think we can do it.
It's a dry summer. What do we got? Kung Fu Panda and Iron Man?
Oh yeah.
The world needs Dead and Gone.
Have you seen Kung Fu Panda?
You know, I haven't, even though I'm in it.
You are?
I do have a very small but pivotal role as one of the pigs.
Oh man.
Typecasting again.
Did you just find that insulting that they put you in as a pig?
Not when they said they're going to pay me.
Right. I think that...
What do I do? What do I say? Where do I stand? All right, sounds good. It's a cartoon? All right. Sign me up.
I think that's kind of like calling, a real tall guy shorty.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
that's what it is.
Close to home.
Yeah.
But hey, everyone's an animal in the cartoon, so, you know, what are you going to be?
Mm-hmm.
I prefer to be the lion.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess it wasn't available.
Oh, man.
That thing's doing good. It's made I think it's made $2 trillion so far.
I think so. It's something like that.
$2 trillion more than Pick of Destiny made, I think.
And that's no chump change.
No.
Pick of Destiny, were you surprised that some people actually thought it was disappointing? Because I actually really enjoyed Pick of Destiny.
It's going to come down on both sides. I mean, you're not going to be able to really... we were more disappointed more people didn't go.
Right.
And it was definitely, laid an egg at the box office. So that was really disappointing. Now, for Jack, it was a bump in the road. For me, it was like, there goes my opportunity to be a movie star. All right. But you know what? People enjoyed, and we were proud of it, so what else can you do, really?
Yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Do you think... I always thought it should have just been a pure musical and not even had dialogue.
Well, after seeing the first scene with Meatloaf, I thought, wow, it'd be great if it could just keep going like that.
Mm-hmm. I would have liked that, too.
Yeah,
basically, the movie really dropped off when I appeared, apparently. Which was kind of disappointing. But, that would have been a heck of a lot of music to write. I don't know. We had enough trouble coming up with all the songs.
Right.
To begin with. But, pure musical would have been fun.
Mm-hmm. It was...
Not any better.
No, we gotta... Hold on here. Reverend Grass is your character. Now, how could I not remember that name? That is pretty pathetic.
Reverend Grass is, I think he's kind of a classic televangelist, where I think you have to question his motives. I think that he really wants your money. I have to question his sincerity of belief. But I think he's a passionate man, and I played him as such.
Now, I actually heard that this role was written for you, that Harry Shannon wrote this character for you.
Well, Harry's a great friend and a great writer, and I believe that he did write it for me. I don't think anyone else could have played Reverend Grass.
Mm-hmm. Now, he also told me that you picked the name yourself. Was that like the first name that came to your head, Reverend Grass, or did
Yeah,
you feel like a list?
I don't know how I came up with it. I don't know how I came up with it, but just another moment of genius that I have to take credit for.
Right. Were you surprised that he wrote you as an evangelist, or was that something that you've always aspired to be?
I was surprised I was in the movie, but no, I wasn't surprised. I just, I take the jobs as they come and do my best. And it was a lot of fun, though. We shot it fast. It was, it wasn't the largest budget, so you had to get it right. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of words. I think I was reading cue cards at some point. Which, very professional of me. I think I had some cue cards working.
Well, couldn't that just added to the role, like that the Reverend himself would be reading from the cue cards?
Exactly. I believe that Harry said it really added to the flavor of the performance.
No, how much of the lines were actually written out, or did you ad-lib any of the lines?
Oh yeah, I just go crazy. That's usually my MO with most of my parts. Since I've, the brain damage is such that I usually just have to make up a lot of what I'm saying. But I'm very good at improvisation, so you might get a fresher performance out of me with improv.
Was that a type of a character that you ever just did at any time, just for fun? You would pretend to be an evangelist?
Well, interestingly, and I actually did a play a long time ago called Carnage, and it was about televangelists. So I actually did sort of work in that. But I mean, I think it's such a not iconic character, but sort of an archetype or whatever. I think everyone's aware of those guys now, and probably most people could do a version of one of those people.
Was there any particular ones you would listen to, you'd watch for inspiration?
Oh, I like them all. I mean, what's the crying guy? I remember him. He was not Falwell, but the guy Fall from Grace. He got caught with.
That narrows it down.
What was that guy's name? No, I can't think of it.
Right.
All those guys from the 80s.
Yeah, Troy said, it doesn't really narrow it down. It's recently, I don't know if you ever saw Jesus Camp, but the big evangelist in it, he got caught buying the meth from
Jimmy Swaggart.
Jimmy Swaggart. Okay.
There you go.
Or Jimmy Swaggart. How can I not remember? I did see some of Jesus Camp. It was almost too disturbing, though. I had to not watch.
Yeah.
I think that Christians, they can be extra creepy, I think.
Mm.
I don't know what's going on with them.
You think that would take off like a baseball card set of evangelists?
I think you've got an entrepreneurial winner there, my friend. 20 years ago, that is a winner.
Oh, man. If anyone's listening out there, you got some money to put behind it.
Oh, yeah. Screw this internet radio thing. You got to go right to the baseball cards.
Exactly. Again, the website's dead and gone, themovie.com. Now, were you a fan of the script? Did you read the script, before, he put you in the movie? Or did you just see the part and
Yes, I did. And my good friend had a part in it as well, Jeff McFarland. And Harry's a great old friend. And so it was an easy decision to participate. Wanted to help out. And it had that kind of indie, low-budge, DIY spirit, which I always applaud. People want to get together and do something creative. I'm going, hey, how can I help? Money, don't need it. Let's go make some magic.
Oh, man.
And it was great. It was a lot of fun, and the people are great, and I hope it does really well.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the finished project?
Oh, God, no. No. No, I did, actually. We had a screening of it, and it was great. It turned out great. Audience loved it. And it's scary and funny, which I think is sometimes a difficult combination. But, yeah, it's very creepy. Very creepy.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Do you think sometimes it is hard to pull off like a good combination of because if it's too comical, it might not work. If it's got too much horror, it might not work. Sometimes it's hard to pull off the combination.
Yeah, no, it's definitely difficult. But so I think they pulled it off really well. Really well. There's some crazy effects they got with the limited funds that are really crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy and funny.
I guess the movie was finished in like 2006. Did you ever think that did you like any fear that maybe it would never get released?
I was in constant fear. But well, it's difficult.
You terrified.
There's so many movies coming out nowadays. I think it's so easy to get lost in the shuffle, especially when you don't have a big studio behind it, throwing money at it and stuff. So I'm happy that they've got some kind of release for it.
What kind of do you prefer like the horror aspect of the movie or the comedy aspect? Which kind of brought you to it?
Oh, I like both. I like both aspects. I mean, normally I work in funny.
Right.
I don't think I've really done. I don't know if I've done much horror. I was in Jacob's Ladder. I don't know if you'd really consider that horror.
Really, you were in Jacob's Ladder?
Yes, I was.
Oh man.
But you're going to have to really pay close attention. I think my mom said that I was in the credits longer than I was in the actual movie. I'm just a bad at it. I don't know. I can't get in the editing room and help them out with that.
I thought maybe you played Jacob.
What's that?
You didn't play Jacob?
Or the ladder?
Or the Ladder?
No. I forget my character's name.
Are you a fan of horror movies yourself, or are you more of a comedian? Fan of a comedian?
You know what? I like anything that's well done.
Right.
So, I just saw The Happening, and that was awful. Very disappointing. Channel Emmett Young. I'm telling you, I don't know if the guy's got another good movie in him. I enjoyed Sixth Sense with the rest of the world, but haven't really been too impressed since. What's what I want to see, though? I do like a good horror film. I wanted to see The Orphanage. You guys see that?
The Orphanage? I haven't seen that one.
That was just recently. I got some kids. I think that's the name of it. I think it was really good.
You weren't a big fan of The Village?
Didn't like The Village. Didn't like Signs. Haven't liked anything. Haven't liked Lady in the Water. I'm telling you, I don't know why he shouldn't be allowed. There's too many people out there.
Unbreakable?
He's taking shots away from people. Like Dead and Gone and Harry Shannon.
Exactly. Dead and Gone, themovie.com. You go check that out. You can go right on our website. There's a link right to it. You can check out the trailer.
That's right. Go see it. Dead and Gone, people. I still want to put in theaters.
You could probably pre-order it right now on Amazon.
You probably could. You know what? I'm going to order one.
Yeah,
I just did.
You type in Amazon.com, you pre-order it. You could probably get off the Netflix, but he probably gets more money if you actually go and buy it off Amazon.
Let me tell you something. My motion pictures have collectively earned over $1 billion.
Oh, man.
So, you see this movie, and let's get it up to $2 billion.
So you're beating out like Goldblum and that group of people then.
I'm not aware of their numbers.
All right.
But I'm sure that I have, with much smaller parts to boot. And who can say that, really?
Yeah, so that's even more impressive, I would say.
That is true.
Less work, more money.
A lot of people get out the leads in movies and make big ones. I don't. I go in with a very small role.
Barbie here in our chat room, he wants to know, is there a Tenacious D song which you think is musically the best?
Musically the best? I don't really break it down too much. I think that I like the ones that most people like Tribute and F for Gently and Wonder Boy. I like all those. But you know what? When you have songs that are kind of like babies, you can't really. You have to love them We have to love them all equally, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of our fans, he wanted to know if we'd ever see a Butt Baby feature-length film.
I would love to develop that. I would love to develop Butt Baby. It's very popular, and I don't know how one would, though. After the well, I guess you could explore the Butt Baby's development.
Yeah, you could grow up. It'd be kind of like the new trilogy of Star Wars.
Well, just what the world needs.
Yeah. Butt Baby, he could be like the modern-day Anakin.
Oh, no, I don't like it. I liked the first one a little bit, although I thought that one was kind of overrated and cheesy. And then the second one I enjoyed. And then once the Ewoks came in, that's when I geeked out.
Oh, you mean the original? Oh, okay. You meant the original trilogy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about the new ones?
Yeah, which is yeah. It's very confusing because the new trilogy is actually, prior to the original trilogy.
It is very confusing. I love when George Lucas used to be interviewed and he said how he had it all mapped out. And he had it all figured out, the complete 9 parts.
Right.
And I just go, you're just full of crap, dude. You have no idea what's going to happen, and you are making all of this up.
Do you think we'll ever see the final trilogy that takes place after Return of the Jedi?
Of course.
Lucas needs more money.
Why would you stop a franchise like that? They'll probably have a new 9-parter when that's done.
Yeah, well, I think they're already putting out the original ones in 3D.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then they'll probably CGI some more stuff into them.
Yeah. Not a huge fan.
Yeah. So there was no talks of putting in a CGI Jabba the Hutt in this movie.
They should have. Love Jabba. I would like to play that role, by the way. That way I would never die again.
One of our biggest fans here, guest 2868060. He wants to know if there will be a Trainwreck movie.
Trainwreck the movie?
Mm-hmm.
That is a fantastic idea, and I just appreciate someone acknowledging my side project, Trainwreck.
You can check that out at, I was going to say twrec.net, but that's for people who can't spell, but it's trec.net.
Trec.net, yeah. I think that'll explain it all. I think we got some new songs on there. Mm-hmm. We've been working on our debut album for over 6 years.
Really?
In fact, so long that I'm calling it Trainwreck Democracy. After, of course.
I heard there is rumors that there's some bootlegs out there you can buy, I believe.
There probably are. I suggest not buying them and waiting for the product to emerge.
Right.
What a
It should come out soon.
What are you saying, John?
That wasn't a very good thing to bring up, dude.
What?
Bootlegs?
Are you guys unprofessional on me right now? What's happening?
Well, we got a caller here. We've got Brian on the line. You're on line with Kyle Gass. Do you have a question, Mr. Danovich?
No, I don't. When you go to break, can you just put me on hold?
Sure, no problem. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
I think what Brian meant to say, he wants to know who your musical influences were.
He was too nervous to say it with you here on the line with us.
Mm.
So he called to put himself on hold? Is that what happened?
Yeah, he got tongue-tied. He was in awe.
Oh,
we have odd fans. They do strange things.
I can't blame him. I am awe-inspiring.
Well, that's what happens when we have young nasty man on the show, you know?
I know, it's got to be a good get for you guys.
Hell yeah.
What was your question there, John?
Flatter me. What are my musical influences?
Right.
Yes. I'd say Beethoven. Bartok.
Whoa.
All the 3 Bs, I'm going to call them.
Yeah. It's anyone that begins with a B.
Yes.
Here in the chat room, Astro Creep, he wants to know what your favorite horror film of all time is.
Well, I don't know if you even consider it a horror film, but I'm going to have to say Rosemary's Baby.
That's definitely a horror movie.
Yeah.
Would you count it as a horror film?
I would.
Yep.
I remember reading the book first, I'm not like a huge book guy, but I remember reading it, and then it was a movie, and Roman Polanski is just, the guy is a genius.
Mm-hmm.
The cast and the story, and I don't know, I loved it. But I love The Shining, and I love, think of any others. No, that's it. Rosemary's Baby and The Shining, I'm going to say.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't consider Rosemary's Baby like a horror movie, I mean, do you consider it like a romance between Rosemary and, like, Satan?
It's a love story.
Yeah, I guess so. Of course it's a horror movie. She has sex with Satan.
She has Satan's, she has the spawn of Satan.
I think.
Right.
Man, you should have put spoiler before that.
Oh, man, we're just spoiling all the movies tonight.
I know. Oh, I know. It was only 1967.
We spoiled,
You want to spoil that one?
yeah, we spoiled the crying game earlier for Kyle.
It's a woman! Oh, God.
No, I think it was Sleepaway Camp that we ruined.
Yeah, I was surprised he didn't know about that one. But Felissa Rose is actually in Dead and Gone, who's the star of Sleepaway Camp, which is a pretty classic horror movie, especially the final scene in that movie.
It's called Sleepaway?
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway? What is it?
Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
Right, it's kind of like
Yep.
Jesus Camp, when you take out the Jesus and you put in Sleepaway.
Sleepaway, I got it. All right, I'm going to put it on my my Netflix then.
Yeah, that's the wave of the future, is the Netflix.
Yeah. Put it on my cue sheet.
Who would win in like a battle of guitars between Clip Calhoun and Cage?
I'm afraid that Cage would beat out Clip.
You think so?
Clip is almost a figurehead in Trainwreck. He kind of strums away on his acoustic, but you don't really hear what he's doing because he has a whole band behind him. So, yeah, he's kind of old school that way.
For the people listening, we actually played a song at the right before Kyle came on, and that was a Trainwreck song, and it's actually from the movie Dead and Gone. Why did you guys pick that particular song?
Why did we?
Yeah.
Well, Harry Shannon, the writer of Dead and Gone, wrote a version of it, I believe, which plays a role in the movie early on. And then they wanted the closing credits, and he thought it'd be fun to have a different version of that song. And I said, well, I could do that and give it the Trainwreck vibe.
Right.
And worked out great. We all loved it. In fact, it's going to be on our debut album. It has a real kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bluegrassy, up-tempo, sort of Port and Heat quality, I think, to it.
Mm-hmm. So you prefer the up-tempo version, as opposed to the original version?
Well, not. I just prefer because it's mine, I guess.
Right.
But no, actually, the original is really cool. It's got a real kind of creepy, old-timey quality to it, which I think is really good.
Mm. I actually heard that that your scenes in the film were actually filmed in the director's living room.
Yes, they were.
I hate to spoil the movie magic here.
Yes, they were. That is movie magic. That is movie magic.
What did you think of the director? I believe it's his first time directing a movie. Yossi Sasson, is that how you say his name?
I think so.
Yeah.
I call him Yossi. I don't know. You say
Yossi. Oh, it could be. I mean, I don't know. I've never met him.
He's awesome. He's great. Really good, smart, enthusiastic, very creative. I thought he did a great job with it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to do some more stuff. And, of course, I hope that he uses me as well.
Oh, definitely.
I think they have a new one working up. What's the name of it? I think it's called... What is it called? Fear? No. Uh-oh, I'm going to get in trouble now. Name of it.
Oh, man. Somebody put in imdb.com. And we'll look it
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Come out. I think we could use a couple mil if there's some people out there who want to, help us with this new project.
John, you interested?
There you go.
Will you take a check?
Of course.
All
Of course.
right.
You know what? I'll just a mil then. Whatever you got available.
What have you got around? Like Alfred Hitchcock, he put himself in all his films. Maybe, anyone could do that. Maybe instead they could put Kyle in all of his films.
I think it's a great idea.
I like that.
I think it's a great idea.
Casper here in the chat room, he wants to know if you were proud of Biodome.
I was proud that at the time, that was our first movie, very early on. It was actually a friend of ours who was the first-time director of that. So we felt like everyone was winning. Now, when I saw the movie, I thought it was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And, so in retrospect, but I think now it's a nice little trivia.
And the first time you see yourself, on the big screen, is that, that's scary? Is that exciting? What do you like, what goes through your mind?
Go on a diet? I'm always like, wow, so what's wrong with that guy?
Maybe we could have a whole new weight loss program here. Just everyone starts starring in movies and go and seeing them.
Yeah, no, it's actually, honestly, it's quite thrilling to see yourself on the big screen for the first time. I forget when that was. God,
Yeah, what was your first movie?
My first movie actually was a horror movie.
Citizen Kane.
It was called Brain Dead. And that was, what was the guy that used to do all the cheap movies back in the day in the 50s and 60s? Made like 100 cheap movies. What was that guy's name?
Corman?
Roger Corman?
Roger Corman.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
It was a Roger Corman movie. And, a friend from the theater directed. It actually starred Bill Pullman. Check your IMDb. I think it was actually so bad that it was one of those, they changed the name. I think it was like Paranoia or something, but originally it was Brain Dead.
Mm-hmm. What was it like work with Roger Corman?
Never saw him.
It was a fantastic experience.
He was produced, he produced it. You never really saw him. He probably had like 5 movies going on at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool just to say you were in Roger Corman.
Cheap. Yeah.
We got Barbie here on the line with us. Barbie?
Good. Hey, KG.
One would think Barbie was a female, and yet...
Surprisingly not.
Got a running theme here on the show.
You don't
the
sound...
crying game.
I'm just going to call you Barb.
Dress up like one. You do it. I can dress up like a woman if that helps you at all.
It doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me.
Alright, I got it's like a 2-part question. The first is an opinion and the second is a would you. The first part is, what did you think of Time Cop? And secondly, would you ever consider starring in a remake of Time Cop?
Haven't seen Time Cop, but I definitely would be in the remake. But that's more just about how my career is going at this point.
That is a fine film there, Barbie. Time
Is
Cop.
that a Schwarzenegger?
It's
Van Damme.
Van Damme, yeah. Better than
Van?
Schwarzenegger.
Oh, yes. By leaps and bounds, I'm sure. Time Cop. I bet you he's a cop that goes back in time. I haven't even seen it. I don't know anything about it.
Man, you're good.
Am I good? How did I know?
Oh, man, we have to put spoiler alerts on this show.
Was it made after Terminator? It sounds like kind of a knockoff.
Yeah, it is. And, yeah. When they go back in time, and instead of just, I don't know, you like I said, baseball cards. You can go back in time and buy some Mickey Mantle rookie cards and make some money, but instead they go back in time and, rob stagecoaches.
Oh, no.
bullions, baby, bullion.
Oh, bullion. Ah. Who can't get excited about that?
I don't think I've ever seen Time Cop either.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't think I have.
It is a modern-day classic.
Wow. All right. I'm going to put that down and Sleepaway Camp.
Yeah, Sleepaway Camp you definitely have to see.
Dude, it looks like my weekend's filling up fast.
oh man.
Are you in any of the bonus features on the DVD?
Which, Dead and Gone?
Yeah. Not Time Cop.
I would say I'd have to be. I don't know how I could have... I must be somewhere.
Right. Maybe a deleted scene, maybe some outtakes.
So, my part is... It's necessary but small. So maybe I might have alluded. I don't know if that was part of my contract.
Did you save the Reverend attire?
Don't quite remember what I wore.
Got like a red tie, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Actually,
the Reverend suit.
I think I went into Clip's wardrobe and pulled something out.
Good. It wasn't just something you had in your closet.
No. Oh, yeah. Well, it was, I think. Yeah.
Everybody check out deadandgonethemovie.com. Check out Kyle Gass. We're actually going to play a little clip here at the end of the interview. You can hear Kyle as Reverend Grass.
Ooh, what a treat.
Oh, man.
Coolness.
Yeah, and we didn't just go and steal us off the DVD or anything. They actually let us play this. Won't be suing us or anything. And you heard the song earlier, and we'll probably play it again later here in the show. Is there anything you want to tell everybody out there? You know why they should buy this movie?
I'm going to tell all 50 listeners of this show.
Oh man, it's a record for us.
Don't walk, run to your computer. Order Dead and Gone. A groundbreaking new motion picture written by Harry Shannon, a modern-day genius.
Mm-hmm.
Dead and Gone will change the way you look at cinema. Don't walk. I said run. Dead and Gone. Buy it.
I think everyone, what you're hearing right now is everyone running to their computer.
I can hear a collective run.
Yes.
I felt the ground shake on that one.
Mm-hmm.
The right Lionsgate. We want a full theatrical release, an international release.
Now, will you ever? Do you think you'll ever reprise the role of Reverend Grass?
I would be very surprised. But this works.
He was good. He didn't spoil anything there on that one.
We just might see it if people do their jobs and buy this movie.
Oh man, can we get a little bit of a live rendition of the song here tonight of 40 Years of Pain?
You want me to do a live rendition of the song? What else do you want? I don't.
Can you sing us a whole theme and a new theme? Can you make us a theme song right now for our show? Oh man, look, he's gonna play the guitar for us.
Oh my God! I think I was in the wrong key. I'm supposed to be in C minor. Oh well.
Oh, I think that was excellent.
That was awesome.
Yeah. We want to thank you for coming on tonight. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah, everybody check out trec.net. We'll have that right up on the website, too. Then check out DennyGodandTheMovie.com. And check out our website, WithoutYourHead.com. And thanks again. Can we keep here just for a second?
Play up.
All right, y'all. This is BC Dupree, WithoutYourHead.com, and let's go find this motherfucker before he finds us. School is out, McCullough.